So, we've seen crazy vending machines and adorable snow monkeys. But what would a trip to Japan be without? Today, I've put together the final vlog for my Japan trip, where I'll show you guys what I got up to in Tokyo, Mount Fuji, Nagoya, and Kyoto. With, of course, completing, or at least trying to complete, our travel quests along the way. Travelling down from the quintessential mountains, we delved straight into the bustling heart of Tokyo, where we met some more adorable little animals. Oscar's dream always being to hold a meerkat, and so on his and Ems's final day in Japan, we aren't there yet though, so no crying yet, he was able to snuggle up to this little guy and realise that dream. But with a tight schedule for our last day, there was no time to waste shopping. We had plans, and those plans to watch the Sumo Wrestling World Championship. This was an incredible, must-see experience for anyone travelling in Japan around this time, and all of us highly recommend adding sumo to your Japan itinerary. Now, as I mentioned before, our first day in Tokyo also meant Oscar and Ems's final night in Japan. And so they chose where we got to go for dinner that night. Naturally, we had to book and return to Kura Sushi. And not just because it was their favourite place, but also because Ollie, well, he still had some weird foods to try.
We've got Oliver over here trying a raw prawn sushi.
That's right, kids.
Let's get his close up on here. Very close. That's almost lens on sushi action.
Let's do this. Some say it's never been done before. I am the first person ever to eat this. Here we go. I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10.
Alright, well I've got this really wild one. It's a tempura crab handmade roll. Should we see if I like it or not? I don't think I'm gonna like it. Oh. That's a bloody 10.
5 review of sea urchin. Sea urchin, no soy. I know I'm a badass. Quite nice.
Is it good?
I'm gonna 5 out of 10.
Ems, what's that one?
The tuna skin.
Tuna skin?
It's solid 7.
Oh yeah.
Try?
So after some severe questioning of his life choices, and us winning not one but 2 of the plate prizes, it was time to say goodbye to our travel buddies.
Oh, whoa, all these involved.
Oscar and Ems.
The last hurrah for this
We're walking a dark street all by ourselves. Room tour.
Welcome to our accommodation in Tokyo, where we have a low bed, hand wash right near the door, so as soon as you come off the train, you may sanitize the toilet. But what better way to cure our sadness than with the most scrumptious breakfast at a quaint little place called Egg Slut.
Welcome to Egg Slut, where it's okay to be an absolute slut. Oh! Or egg.
Not only helping making us feel less lonely, but also fueled us for a big day ahead, visiting Tokyo Skytree.
My back! We are standing inside of Tokyo Skytree.
I'm scared. There's a Pokémon Center.
Where not only did we see the incredible views of the city below us,
We're on top of the world.
but also spied the Kirby Cafe and visited yet another Pokémon Center, where I was still on the hunt for this Ditto plushie. I didn't find it here, but stay tuned to see if I do find it. I did go back for something else though. A gacha from the Kirby Cafe itself.
Which one did we get? Wait, on the left.
All in all, a great first full day in Tokyo. Oh, and something crazy happened at the top of Skytree that I forgot to mention.
Guys, it's a Tokyo Skytree miracle. We just somehow just wanted to look online, just to look, maybe there are reservations for the Pokémon Cafe. And we got one for tomorrow at 10:55, baby.
So, my childhood dreams soon to be realized, we walked through a gorgeous park that, yeah, I may have forgotten the name of.
Where are we, Gab?
We're in the castle ruins of a park I don't remember the name of.
Taking the scenic route
This is what I have to put up with.
When the shop calls, the shop calls.
to make it for our reservation at the Pokémon Cafe.
Gonna gobble you up.
I wasn't risking anything though, so of course, we were early. This meant that I got some time to hang with my main homeboy, Pikachu, and quickly jumped to the Pokémon Center next door to peruse its wares. But there was no time to search for that Ditto plush. First, we had to eat.
Snorlax with some chicken and veggies and rice.
Big meal for a hungry boy.
All finished. What's your rating, Gab?
10 out of 10. The food is excellent.
Coffee? 6.5 out of 10.
Do not sleep on the Snorlax chicken.
Facts.
We even got these really cool coasters too. All in all, we were very satisfied customers. And of course, I had to try my hand at the gacha machines. And also to commemorate our meal,
Shop 3, hour 4 of Gab trying to decide on the plushie.
Apparently I'm thinking the little Snorlax to commemorate our Snorlax meal.
Kill me. The one you were looking for was hiding behind Gengar. Is that the one you wanted?
No, it's not the same.
Ah.
It's not the same.
The next day, we had more fun in store. Starting off with a morning visit to the Tsukiji Outer Market, seeing a wide selection of seafood and other delicacies, and trying some matcha ice cream that Ollie may have spilt all over himself. With a quick stop for some dipping ramen for lunch, we then travelled over to Mitaka to make it for our reservation to the Studio Ghibli Museum. The park here was absolutely stunning, and even if you don't get tickets to the museum, we highly recommend going to visit this area. The museum itself was incredible though, any fan having to add this to their bucket list. Another day, another scrumptious breakfast. And celebrating 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. As a fun little commemoration for this moment, we decided to spend 1,000 yen on cute little gachas, which I shared on the first installment of this Japan series, so if you haven't yet, make sure to check out the beginning of this Japan journey as well. Otherwise, today was a slower day, where we visited the Shibuya Scramble Crossing, got omurice, which Ollie had never tried before, visited the Square Enix Cafe to pick up a gift for my brother.
Don't tell my brother, but I got him a slime.
Before ending the night going through Tokyo's memory lane. And, of course, eating more ramen. Returning to Egg Slut the next morning, we made the trek all the way from Tokyo to the famous Mount Fuji. Riding on a Thomas the Tank Engine train.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
I love Thomas.
And lugging our luggage around Lake Kawaguchi to get to our hotel. The climb? Worth it. But we were early for check-in, so we went for some gyukatsu, which was one of our highlights of the whole trip.
My god, that was great.
Before then doing some exploring around the lake, to see some of the beautiful sights that we would be staying around over the next 2 days. And finally, it was time to see our room. For our 30th birthdays, that's right, I'm 30 and I'm still Pokemon obsessed, we decided to splurge a little and got a room with a
Glass view.
and a private onsen bath. The hotel had some awesome desserts in the free lounge as well, which we definitely took full advantage of. This day started off very foggy.
If only we could see Mount Fuji. Maybe after we eat.
That's Mount Fuji apparently.
Apparently, that's
We've just walked an hour to try these noodles. Keen.
So we had a lazy morning before venturing off to the famous Hoto Fudo,
We are inside the igloo.
a deliciously hearty hot pot noodle dish that we ate inside of an igloo. Ollie, he couldn't help himself, and ordered some horse sashimi.
Horse.
Risking the fog, we then decided to take one of the last trips up the cable car to the viewing point of Mount Fuji, right outside of our hotel.
We're going on that. Yay!
And let me tell you, I am so glad that we risked it. So even if it's looking a bit foggy from down on the lake, make sure you take the risk to go up and view Mount Fuji, as you never know what magic you might find. Speaking of magic, we also happened to book our stay right on the starting weekend of the fireworks festival over the lake, which was romantic to say the least.
Oh no!
All good things must unfortunately come to an end though. So, after enjoying the private onsen one last time, we readied ourselves for a big journey.
Oh wait, come with me. I have something to show you. Big titty Fuji.
Getting a bus and then a Shinkansen to get to our destination.
Where are we going up?
Nagoya.
Let's see the stamp.
Don't look at that one. Kawaii.
Enjoying bento boxes and developing along the way. And finally admitting regret to how much luggage I decided to pack for this trip.
The realities of travel.
Another city, another room. Bed.
Books. More books. Reading nook for my bag. Bathroom. And yes, another cool ass view.
Getting to Nagoya quite late, we decided just to walk around the surrounds of our hotel and pick somewhere random to eat, and get an early night for our big day tomorrow. The reason we had made the lengthy detour to stop at Nagoya in the first place. The Studio Ghibli Park. Walking through the scenes from Ghibli's greatest films was yet another magical experience. The amount of detail and love put into these places still astounds me.
Gangster.
This was a great day trip for anyone wanting to visit Nagoya. And not just for Studio Ghibli enthusiasts. The entire of the park itself was really awesome. There even being a stamp rally that you can do there by visiting various museums and other points of interest within the park. So if you are a stamp fiend like me, I need my stamps. These cute stamps are definitely worth the time to find. After a full day of Ghibli immersion, for our final night in Nagoya, we tried one of the delicacies that the city is known for. Unagi, another 10 out of 10 culinary experience. Travelling early and finishing the book I'd been reading so far on the trip, we reached our next destination, Kyoto. Again early for check-in, we stumbled upon this amazing shrine that has fish you could feed. We definitely had way too much fun here. But of course, we couldn't spend forever there, so it was time to cross another one of our travel quests off of our list. Eating at Ichiran Ramen. Being recommended to eat here by so many people, we were definitely satisfied with our meal.
10 out of 10. Demolished.
Cutting through the Nishiki markets, which we'll be coming back tomorrow when our stomachs are less full, we went to visit a book-off store, which one of you guys actually recommended to us. We loved it. As promised, the next day was for the markets, where Ollie got to try more of his weird foods.
This is with a quail head. Pretty tasty, actually.
After indulging his appetite, we then indulged mine by getting the famous roasted matcha tiramisu from Matcha House. And, oh look, right next door is a Nintendo store.
Oh my god, not again.
And Mary's chocolate with Pokemon themed tins. Which reminds me, I still hadn't found that Ditto, so we went hunting.
Not the right one.
We didn't find the Ditto,
Ditto, where are you?
but at least I could conceal my sorrows with a consolation Clefairy sticker, and revisiting the markets for a little snack, before heading back to the hotel to eat some Evolution chocolates. This day in Kyoto would be one Ollie and I will never forget. Visiting the beautiful Gion Geisha district, we took in the incredible sights before making it for our reservation at Glanta Rings, a workshop we had booked months in advance to make rings, specifically our wedding rings, for our marriage on our 10-year anniversary later that year. So after some more exploring, we ended the day right with some okonomiyaki.
Oh my god, that's a cheesy pancake.
This is what it would look like if Mount Fuji erupted.
Visiting another area of Kyoto, the next day we ventured to Arashiyama, where we walked through the famous bamboo forest, going deeper into the area to find harder to reach temples. Making a pit stop along the way, spending way too much on coffee so I could warm up from the freezing cold. We got to the temple, amazed by the unique stone statues there. On the train ride back, we saw a poster for a stamp rally, specifically a stamp rally to promote some of the breweries around Kyoto. So of course, we participated in that. The breweries were fantastic, the conversations we had and the lovely people we met only making the stamp rally even more memorable. It was time to travel back to Osaka, where our trip would be ending. So I was desperate to find that Ditto plush.
We're here again. Mission Ditto has commenced.
After plucking up the courage to ask someone, I discovered that the Ditto plush I had been searching for had been discontinued. I was devastated, to say the least.
Can't see him.
So I bought this Bulbasaur instead. But of course, what's the point in only being able to choose one? It was fate when I found the matching Charmander and Squirtle again later on. We visited a cool bar, before then randomly finding the best meal we had on our trip, where everything was cooked over burning coals. Absolutely incredible. And thus concludes our trip to Japan. I hope that you enjoyed watching what we got up to on this dream holiday of a lifetime. Thanks for watching.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Welcome to my crib.
Bathroom, shower, beds, cool ass view.
That is a cool ass view.
And creepy toilet.
I'm going now.